All right, guys, I am back, and I don't know if you can see me good, if you can hear me good, if anything of what I just did is working, but I know one thing, I got 4 minutes left to stream, so that's the reason that I'm streaming right now. It is really like super spontaneous. I just finished another 2 or 3 hours of stream on TikTok. And now I'm trying to stream here. All right, we're going on. And the stream works. Okay, at least that works. Let me check if everything else is good. Okay, maybe a little bit more to the back. A little bit bigger. Is that good? Chat, what are we saying? Anyone watching? When I talk like this, I think it's also good, right? Perfect. All right. Okay, we let the chat run here. We got currently on Twitch, no one watching. Okay. YouTube, let me check. I didn't even promote it, to be honest. I just wanted to see who is watching. And if there is someone, I will talk to that person. If there's not, okay, one person is watching on YouTube. Shout out to you. The reason that I started the stream now is one, really simple. Do you know what the reason is for the stream? Today is a Sunday, as you might know. God created a Sunday for us to rest. Basically, that was the idea of creating a Sunday. If you look up the story of the history, and what I wanted to do in today's stream, or what I want to continue doing on every stream in future, is to take one day out of my life and give it to God. Now, in this stream, I just want to talk about Him. I just want to talk about my past experience. I want to talk about everything that helped me during a lot of really difficult times. And I think a lot of people out there can resonate to that. Maybe a lot of people cannot resonate to that. Like I said, in the end, it's up to you what your beliefs are. I'm not getting involved in that. I'm just sharing you my point of view, something that you don't really see on social media because it's not a really topic that you talk about. Shout out to you on the stream, the one and the only one. What's up, Nev, on Twitch and on YouTube? Potatoes are watching. So yeah, shout out to you too. Really appreciate you. And no, actually the thing that I wanted to talk about in the stream is that, guys, I devoted my life to Him, right? And now I don't want to talk about the stream about religion. I think that's not a topic I really ever want to talk about publicly, because it's, for me, something that everyone has to define or like decide on their own. But what I want to talk about is God. And I just realized that, especially when you do something what I do, be it modeling, be it social media, be it streaming, look up the industry, guys. You know, it's literally going not into the right direction. And I'm not the best role model. Like, don't take example, or don't take me as a role model. Don't put all of my words set in stone and actually, like, you know, everything I say is based on my experience. That's it. You know, nothing I say has to be true. Nothing I say has to be the only way to go in life. I'm just telling you my experience. Now, what I want to talk about is that, for example, when you look at my life, you see a lot of traveling, you see a lot of that, you see a lot of this, and it is lovely, but it's not fulfilling you. Guys, I'll be honest, no matter who you are or in which state of mind you currently are and what you're currently doing in life, that Bugatti, that Lamborghini, the nice watch will not solve your issues. Yeah, you might be going through, or like me, you know, you might be going through certain challenges in your life where with money you could solve that challenge easy. You late on your rent, okay, let me pay it now. Of course, that's a quick solution, but don't think that this is the only solution to your problems, because money, like literally, sorry, money is not the goal. With everything I do, it's not the goal. Literally saying. You could give me $1 million right now, I would deny it. I will not take it. You know why? Guess why, guys? Fast money builds ego, and slow money builds character. So when your success is slowly coming step by step, you evolve as a person. But if you get the just imagine you make currently today this amount of money, okay, a month. Now you get $1 million wired to your konto, wired to your bank account right now. What are you gonna do with that? Oh, let's spend a night like this. Finally, I want to go out, eat nice food. Then you do all of these things you always wanted to do. Guys, let it be 2 months. Let it be 4 months. You will be that broke. You know why? Because you don't know how to handle a lot of money. And the reason is because you never educated yourself onto it, because you didn't realize it, right? It just came. You were just lucky. It got into your bank account. Same thing with people that win in the lottery. Guys, look up the story of the people that won. 4 months later, that broke. 4 months later, they're in debt. Literally, they couldn't even pay the mortgage or the whatever they tried to finance, the Ferrari. Had to give everything up. In the end, they even ended up with losing more than that they actually had in the beginning. Got $1 million, lost 2. Well, good job, my friend. Good job. For what? For partying? For showing off everyone that you drive a Ferrari? For showing off everyone that you got a nice mansion? That you got 100,000 on your wrist? No, guys, that is a wrong mindset. And sadly, this mindset is literally in our whole society. When you look up streamers, they show off their nice cars, they do this, they do that, and you think, wait, I want to be like this streamer, so in order to be like that person, I also need that nice car. I also need these nice clothes. I also need that watch. I also need that. Guys, that is never the goal. And believe me, I'm telling you from experience, when you chase money, you will not be happy. You will never be happy when you chase money, because that's what I used to do. I lost my faith. I lost my friendship to a lot of good people. I lost everything I had because I chased money. And yeah, I got a nice car. I got a nice apartment. I had everything. But I was so empty inside. And believe me, guys, no money in the world can buy you inner peace. No money in the world will help you sleep better. And no money in the world will fill the void inside of your heart when you think that you have no one to spend that money with, right? So please, guys, I really want to give you out some values that I realized during all of the things. And the question that I got, why are you doing this social media career, is a question I get pretty often because I think I don't really fit that image. But the reason is because I realize I can inspire a lot of people. You have to understand my background is coming from other people that inspired me, right? Like someone inspired me to start with social media, so I did it because I've seen his videos. So I said, you know what, when he can do it, I can do it too. So I started and I made it happen. Same thing now I want to implement into you. When you watch my content because you think one day I'm going to start, may this video be the sign to start for you. May this video be the sign for you to start right now with creating social media, with creating content on social media, with creating that empire, or with creating your personal brand, whatever it's going to be. Make this video be your sign to do so. Because what I believe in is that God implements these thoughts, these visions, and these dreams for a reason inside of you. So make sure when He gives you that reason, when He gives you that dream, when He gives you that vision, that you show up, my friend, that you go after it. Not just with 100%, not just with 50 or 150. Guys, go all in. Literally become obsessed with your goals. And I believe that's how you really create an empire. And that's how you really make something big, huge happen. Because other than that, guys, everyone would do it, right? Everyone could do this, everyone could do that. But you will be the reason that all of that will make sense and all of that will happen because you put in the extra hours. You put in these late nights, these early mornings. And believe me, guys, the early stages are never nice. You are the only one clapping for you. You are the only one that's rooting for you. And you will be the only one really believing in your dreams. Like they would be there already, but no one else will see. No one else will see. You will tell it to your best friend and he's like, are you crazy? Guess what? Yes, you are. And that is a reason to go after your dreams. Because if you're ordinary, guys, I don't even want to talk to you. If you're ordinary, please go out of my live stream right now. Go stay in your line. Do your 9 to 5, come home, don't worry about your job. Head off, watch Netflix all night and do the same thing over and over again until you lose 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, maybe 50 years. And then what? You look back, most of the time you gave to your boss, You had to show up, you hate your job every single day. And you think God wants you to live that life? You really think that God wants you to live a life that you hate? Even though when you go out now, the world is beautiful. The ocean is there, there's awesome nature. I haven't explored any of that world yet. But when I've been to Asia, when I've been to Thailand, I thought I would be on paradise on earth. Crystal clear water, one coconut after another one. So many different cultures, people, even food that I never tasted. And now you want to tell me that living an ordinary life is nice? Oh, why take all that risk? Why work so hard in your 20s? Because you got that dream, my friend. And God implemented that seed in your brain for a reason. You might be the reason that your whole generation, starting from you, is good off. That none of them had to put in all of these hours that you put in. That none of them had to worry about paying any bills. That none of them have ever to work that hard as you did. Or as your parents did. Because of you. Because you sacrificed your early 20s. And that's what I want to do. Guys, I want to become so crazy about my goals that I would want things around me that I just lost it. Because I became obsessed with it. Guys, I literally isolated myself now for weeks. Besides family, there's no one I talk to. Guess what? Guess why? I love it. First of all, guess what? I love it. Guess why? Because I want to make that thing happen. I told myself since years, you can check out my YouTube channel. I literally created the video in 2024 telling myself I will be a millionaire in 2 years. Now everything changed because I'm not chasing the money anymore. Did I become a millionaire by now? No. I closed my agency last year. That was the most profitable business I ever had, and I closed it. In the most profitable month ever, I closed the agency. Guess why? Even though I wanted to become a millionaire this year. So I was on a good track. I was on a good way to do so. And I closed it. I literally cut off all of my revenue streams. Not just cut it off, but invested that money into my own brand. That took so much effort, so much capacity, and everything I had is now going into it. Now, why? To make more money? Maybe. But would that be profitable to close an agency when you make a lot of money with it? To start being a waiter in a restaurant to pay your bills because you had no money again? Does it make sense? No. But what did I do? Guys, I went to Paris to study acting. I went to sign with one of the biggest modeling agencies in Germany. I went into really fully going into it, not just with my time, but also with making it as a business. Because when you turn your passion into your profession, that's when you make it. Because that's when you put in the extra hours. That's when you say, you know what? I love my life. I love my job. And I work here at 12:09 a.m. Now, we had a Sunday, now it's Monday. And I love it. I love talking to my camera right now with 2 viewers on Twitch. And let me check how many viewers we got on YouTube. We got 1 people watching there. Guys, you have to understand that. Even though, yes, I have a lot of followers doing my social media channels, but on YouTube right now, 1 person is watching, and on Twitch, the same time, 3 people now are watching. Maybe it's also my account counting in it. So, return on investment, another person would tell me, Chirag, you got so many things, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to take care of that, you have to start this. Why are you streaming at 12 a.m. here? Guess why? Because I have a long-term vision, guys. The reason that I'm doing this right now might be not an answer, like you don't get the answer maybe not in 1 week, maybe not in 1 month, but in 1 year from now on, I'm going to pull out exactly this clip of this video, of this stream. So everyone in the chat right now, you're making history, because that will be the reason that I will be on top. And that will be the reason, and also like a result for everyone out there that wanted to know how I made it. Exactly, you know exactly how to do it. You have to work you have to work your butt off. And that energy is not coming from drinking water or drinking espresso or whatever. That is all from within. Guys, I have that vision for a reason. And I think that God gave me that vision, and I think God is behind every single thing I do and is testing my patience right now to see if Chirag actually wants that. If you actually want it. He's literally testing you right now. Do you actually want to live your dream life? Do you want it? Well, then get up and go after it. Because if you do so, within time, you will make it happen. And that's no secret or like some kind of bullshit motivation video here. That is honest speaking truth. Because when I looked at all of these people that made it, you know what took them there? Hard work and patience. And their faith to God. Look up every interview. I said it in the last live stream. Look up every interview from Michael Jackson. The greatest of pop. Just a video, like a movie came on. First of all, I want to thank God for taking me here. That's what he said in all of the interviews that he took as the first sentence. Now, even he, the greatest of pop, put God first. So who are you and who am I to not put God first? Right? And that should not be the only reason that you put God first in order to get success. When you put God first, literally speaking, your life will change. Literally speaking, you will be already successful because you got Him on your side. You got the Creator of life on your side. How can you not be successful, right? Because you got Him. So that's all I always wanted to say, I lost it. I lost my faith to God. I lost so much, and I regret it. Yes, I regret. I regret not spending more time with God. I regret not praying. I regret all of that. Guys, a prayer can change a life. It changed my life. I've been through so much things in my life. Genuinely, maybe one day I'm going to open up about it. But it's so much things that I've been through from being a little kid that I had to show up. Maybe I grew up too fast. Maybe this happening. Whatever it is, I don't want to take any excuses. Maybe that's the reason that I am here right now, and all of that I couldn't go through when I didn't have God, when I didn't pray. Guys, a prayer changed my life. So literally speaking, for everyone out there, pray, get back to it. It's never too late, and always stay humble. You, me, no one is anything without God. When you think, or as soon as you think you are on top of anything, you will lose. And that's the most important, guys. All of that I couldn't go through when I didn't have God, when I didn't pray. So how long are we streaming now? I have to just take care that my phone is not running out of battery. But yeah, that's always, I always wanted to give back and tell that. So let me just go over some comments now. I just remember the podcast I listened to recently. It was talking about the difference between a rich person's mindset and an average person's. The main difference is literally just the way you think. It's about how you think, not how you spend your money. Yes, exactly. Oh my God, this is what I really wanted to hear recently. It means so much to me. I'm getting so much knowledge of this thing that I didn't hear it on famous person from famous 100% episode. Guys, we're so lucky. I'll be honest. Okay, I don't want to. Guys, as you might know, I'm not really good with emotions. I'm just trying to just, how do you say that without getting emotional now? Yeah. Anyways, I'll be honest. I'm the type of person. Whenever I go through something, I'm always alone. I like to be alone. I like to hit the gym every single day, even though it doesn't make sense. I like to spend a lot of time alone, and I just need time to think and need to understand what's going on inside of myself and trying to process emotions. So I wouldn't say I'm not an emotional person. I am, but I'm really selective on when and how to show these emotions. But the streams or social media, guys, you have to understand that was my dream. Literally, I was almost crying. I remember exactly a couple of years ago, almost 6 years, maybe a little bit longer ago, when I still I worked for someone, did a 9-to-5 for more than 3 years because it was an apprenticeship. It's called Ausbildung in Germany. So you do work for 4 weeks in a row, 9-to-5, or I had to work from 6 a.m. to 3-4 p.m., which was basically all your day, because you come home when you get to work at 6 a.m. I had to drive 1 hour to that workstation that I had to get up at around 4:30, half an hour to get ready, and then go out at 5. So when you get up at 4:30, you go to bed at what? Get 4 hours of sleep. Okay, maybe you get even more hours of sleep. Let's say you go to bed at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., whatever it is. So you barely have anything to do all day, right? You hit the gym after you finish your work and that's about it. So I had to do it for 3 years, okay? And every single day, from the first day when I did that, when I worked in that certain job, I hated it. I literally hated it. I could just, go out there and say, you know what, I'm quitting that job. But I had nothing in my hand and I had to pay the bills. And of course it paid a little bit of money. So I need to pay, I need that money. So of course I could have just become a waiter, make more money, but I needed a degree as well. So I did that ausbildung because with the degree, you can get a job. Because like I said, I left college, I wanted to make money straight. So that's like an in-between thing that you can do. Long story short, every single day was literally like hell for me. It was, I get up, I hated the people over there at work. Like, I'm being brutally honest here. Don't get me wrong, guys. If you're watching this, if you know me from back then, I love you, of course. You were nice people, but certain people just implemented wrong way of thinking into my way of thinking. When you hang around footballers long enough, guess how long it will take until you become a footballer? When all you do is talk about football, when all you talk about is this trick, that trick, and you practice that, right? Same thing, when I talked to them and they were working at that same job for 30 years. Now, what do you think will happen to me? And I was scared of that thought. Because when I looked at them, they were not happy at all. Every time, every morning that we started that week, they were giving me like all of their bad energy. Because you're like an intern, so you had to do all of the rubbish stuff. Go take out the trash, go make me coffee, go do that, go bring that, go do this. Okay, boss, that's how I replied. Literally, I told you I was the most introverted person. You could tell me to take out the rubbish and clean your shoes and I would do that. That was the way I did for 3 years. Until I stand my ground and said, you know what? I don't even learn that, so please do it yourself, respectfully. But of course, that's how they get their ego high up. Because they work in their same job as the last 30 years. Anyways, I had a lot of problems, I had a lot of issues, still showed up every single day. Now, what I want to say is that I hated that. I hated that because I knew I was meant for more. Why should I work for someone? I hated the job, I hated everything about it. So why should I do that? Why should I do that when I know I can do more? I want to be the owner of that place. Because I saw the owner every single morning. I started at 6 a.m. and at around 8:30 a.m. the owner came with a R8, Rolls Royce, G-Wagon, Porsche, and I've seen these cars you have to understand, there were multiple floors. So I had my computer where I had to always write every day what I did that day. There was like a practice you had to do so they can literally see what you did during the year. So I had to do that at this computer and that was stationed at the window. So at this window, I could look down into the driveway and always see him pulling up. Now, when you pull up in an Audi R8, you can hear that because the exhaust is literally super loud, especially at 8 a.m. when there's nothing going on. So I was there sitting, seeing him pulling up in a different car every single day at 8:30, maybe 9 a.m., sometimes 10, pulling up in a suit looking fly. And I looked at him, said, Chirag, what are you doing? You want to sit here at that same place, seeing someone else living your dream life? I love cars, I love suits, I love to dress up. You know how I had to dress up in that job? You can see videos I even uploaded then in a blue suit, the blue suits that you wear as a mechanic when you go under a car because everything gets super oily so you don't want to mess up your clothes. That's what I wear. I wear gloves. I had to literally clean vacuum cleaners. They gave me the worst things to do. And you know what I said? Okay, I'll get it done. And they were so disrespectful and so uneducated. Like you have a son who is my age and you treat me like I'm some kind of, you're trying to mess with my ego to get satisfaction out of that. That makes you happy. Well, you could be glad because so many people literally gave up on that job because they couldn't handle the people there. So of course, I never really tried to let it get too close to me, trying to, that's the reason when I started boxing more. That's the reason when I started to hit the gym every single day. That was so much. So what I want to say is the reason that I say that right now is not to, oh, I feel so bad for him, oh, he had a tough time there. No, and I don't want to talk bad about anyone ever, no matter what they did in my life. That's not the reason I said that. The reason that I said that is to make you understand is that you either become bitter or you become better. That's all that matters. Bitter or better. You are shit, Chirag. You will never even work that job. You will not make your graduation. You will do this. You will become a whatever. Bitter or better. Bitter or better. Use that energy that they fire up inside of you and create. Go out, create. Wait, the teacher in your school said you won't make that business? Go prove them wrong. Guys, I proved all of them wrong. I proved all of them wrong. I proved my teachers wrong. I proved them wrong. And I will take that energy back, and now I'm going to prove them wrong again and again and again. And one day I'm going to promise myself, I'm going to pull up there in my own R8, my own whatever car. I'm going to look at that industry, and I thank that industry. I thank the people. I go in there, I shake their hands. At my last day, I still shook their hands. I tried to make peace with all of them, even though they were annoyed. Because I didn't work there, because now they had to work harder, because they were missing one man doing the shit job. Well, guess why? Anyways, I tried to make peace with them. Of course, some of them wanted to do, some of them didn't, like up to them. So I don't have any hate inside of myself, but these experiences will give you unlimited energy. And this is the reason that I can do what I do. Because when you go through so much shit in your life, and then I get comments, oh, he's coming from a rich background, or he can travel the world because the parents pay. First of all, it's only my mom, and second of all, I will be the reason that my mom won't work ever again. The reason that I went out of college was to take care of her bills. But of course you can't make that happen with that amount of money that they give. So I tried to get a new business. That's why after that, after I got my graduation, I left the job, started my own company. I started my own company while working for these people 40 hours a week. Why doing that? I started my own company. Why doing that? I educated myself on marketing. I made online courses. I did this, I did that. I read a ton of books. Then I started my own marketing, and you know the story from there, right? Making then a lot of money and then quitting that again. Because I realized that, of course, still the goal is the same, to retire my mom. The goal will always be the same. And I'm sorry, mom, it took longer than expected. But I will be the reason. And I'll pull up exactly this video. I swear on me. I swear on everything I do. I pull out this video and I show you guys. I said it. For me, it's already done. I will retire my mom. I will travel the world. I will inspire people in every single country on this earth. I will be the reason that another person is saying, you know what? When Chirag can do it, I can do that too. That is the motivation. So guess what? The Ferrari, the Lamborghini, doesn't matter. Because the goal is greater than myself. And that is the reason that I will show up every single day. And I don't care if I have 2 years or right now 5. I will keep doing, guys. Because no one can stop me when I got God on my side. And this is my mindset. So when you have that vision, the world becomes your library, you know? And that's all I want to say in these streams. That's all I want to ever say, ever. Like, no matter where you are on that world, no matter where you go, keep that always in your heart. You never know what another person is going through, so be kind to them. Of course, be kind to yourself. You know, I literally beat myself up so often because I just didn't want to deal with any negative emotions. But sometimes you have to understand that you are just a human being. So when you feel sad, it doesn't mean that you are sad. When you feel anxious, it doesn't mean that you are an anxious person. You just feel emotions, and that's good because that means that you're a human being. So keep that in mind with everything you say, guys, really. Never regret having good manners, even when... Best wisdom I ever heard recently, never regret having good manners, even when met with disrespect. The best believers to God are those with the best character. Amen to that, 100%. Also, you being part in that job was God's plan. That's why things went down the way they did, just to teach you a life lesson. 100%. Guys, like I said, you know, become bitter or become better. And I want to show you that it's not all roses and flowers and everything is so good and happy and yeah, nice. No, sometimes you go through worse things. But it's not about what happens to you, but it's about how you react on it. And that's a Stoic belief that I believe in really firmly. I read a lot of books about Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, a lot of Stoic people. And for me, it helped me to understand that tomorrow something worse can happen. You can't control it, but you can control how you react on it. So I think that's the outro of this video. I'm really glad to be able to have people that like you watch this video right now, and I don't feel alone anymore. And it's kind of corny to say, but I'll be honest, like it really means a lot to me. So your support does mean and has a really big impact on me. So I hope to see you more often in the stream. I hope that I can share more of you, because share more to you about my life, because you go through so much, guys. There's so many stories I have never really told or talked about. And I thought about doing this on stream with some other people, but if no one is giving me a platform, I create my own platform. It's always been that way, it always stay that way. And that's what we're gonna do on Twitch and YouTube as well. So guys, make sure to like this stream, and make sure to stick around, and I appreciate you for joining the stream. That was today. I try every Sunday to make more of a spiritual stream. We do a lot of entertainment, we do a lot of nice stuff. Also in future, guys, that's why everyone follow, because we will go to the States, we will go to New York, we will go to New Delhi, we will go to China, we will go to Paris really soon, the rest a little bit after that. And I'm going to show you the city. And I want to make it more about myself. Like this stream should be more about myself, my persona, also the cities I go to. And I have a lot of things to talk, so I'm glad someone is listening out there. Like I said, guys, God bless you all. I appreciate you joining the stream. Make sure to stay happy, make sure to pray maybe before you go to sleep, and thank you for everything you did, and appreciate your time. Good night, guys. Wish you an amazing week. See you in the next stream. God bless you all, guys.